Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Peace be upon you all and welcome to the channel. This is a continuation of the analytical series for the Warcraft lore, story, and narration. In the previous video we stopped at the purification of the water well. That was never explained, but no need because no one respects the intelligence of the viewer anymore, unfortunately. Anyways, this is where we stopped last time, so let us continue.
These wards contain healing magic. No doubt you'll find them useful.
Your insolence astounds me. You ignorant brutes shall only succeed in dying.
Watch your backs! This battle's not over yet!
I am sorry to pause early, I do not have any comments now. Well, the only comment is this line here. I am surprised that Thrall did not change his name from servant to actually something meaningful. And I love how when he introduces himself, he is not ashamed of that name. It is quite fascinating. It is indicative of his inferiority, that he still sees himself as a servant, no matter how brave he behaves.
The fish creatures have come to take us away.
Your meddling magics will no longer interfere with our plans, Land Dweller. I wonder what these strange fish creatures want with us.
You should probably expect a comment regarding the Murlocs or these fish creatures. Are they able to breathe underwater and on the land as well? Are they amphibious in nature? Do they simply appear to be aquatic, but in reality they behave as mammals? These races are never given any depth, which is a shame. If you have a world that is rich with races, you should provide the background of these races. That could be the case in World of Warcraft, the MMORPG, instead of this, but it still detracts from the experience. If you are introducing races, instead of elongating or prolonging the game through gameplay, you should prolong it with gameplay and narration as well, as opposed to, for example, Fire Emblem. The Fire Emblem games are incredibly short. The only reason they take too long is because you are always facing overwhelming odds, which is rather odd and stupid. In every mission it is always 5 against 15 or 20. Why? Why can I not have 15 against 15 and that way we can finish the level quickly? It is called Tactics RPG. So give me the people that I need and I will employ my tactics instead of simply employing tactics as in grind and level up a few characters so that they are higher than your enemies. There is no tactic in that. Where are the scouts? Where are the ability to scout or the ability to negotiate diplomatically, any form of subterfuge? These mechanics are absent, thus it is not technically tactics. Anyways, let us return back to Warcraft 3.
The Murlocs used to be peaceful, but lately they've been catching us and using us for sacrifices.
Sacrifices? To what?
A long time ago, they started worshipping some witch. They say she lives under the ocean, and if they don't make the sacrifices, she'll destroy this island.
Well, someone should have told them that orcs don't scare that easily. Now, let's get out of here.
And here is the fallacy that many, if not all, creators of fantastical or scientific fictional settings fall into. That each race has an attribute. For example, in what was it called? Mass Effect, the Krogans are known to be combative. Here, Thrall tells the troll, the nameless troll, he should have a name. Then he tells the nameless troll that orcs don't scare that easily. That is obviously false. Not every orc will be brave, and not every orc will be cowardly. The same applies to Krogans. Not all Krogans are combative. In fact, one Krogan was actually poetic while he was flirting with his Asari girlfriend, though I do not call them girlfriends. I have a different label for boyfriends and girlfriends. Because let us face it, if you are not married, then what is the point? A girlfriend is nothing more than a used condom, and a boyfriend is nothing more than a used dildo. Let us be honest. Though both of them are beneath whores and prostitutes, because at least the whore earns money for exposing her body to a stranger. Boyfriends and girlfriends earn nothing, they reap nothing, and after a few months they end up breaking up anyways. Now, returning to our topic at hand, even though if you wish to populate your world with different races, you should not ascribe a trait to that race. There are good people and bad people in every race or every ethnicity. Thus, you should not generalize, because then it removes the uniqueness of each character within that race. If every Krogan is combative, in Mass Effect for example, then if you substitute Rex with another generic Krogan, it will not matter, because they are both combative, which means they are both aggressive. The same applies here. Thrall is no longer unique because every orc is the same as he is. Even though you have multiple races, personality traits depend on the person, hence the term personality. It is attributed to the person, not the race. You could have racial traits, for example, orcs are green. Technically they are brown and they turn green for a different reason. Krogans have that strange physiology. Turians from Mass Effect have those mandibles similar to spiders, and so on and so forth. That is a racial trait. Yes, that is acceptable. But to have a personality trait as a racial trait, that is idiotic. Because not every person in that race, no matter how hard you try, will have that same personality. Let us continue. If it was that easy to escape, why was it not that easy to evade capture to begin with? Again, nothing is explained. Let us move on.
Yes. Dabu.
Rakar, War Chief! Thanks, man.
I knew you'd find us, War Chief. I believe we are no longer welcome in this place, War Chief. War Chief, Senjin was just taken away by the fish creatures. I tried to stop them, but there were too many. They said he is to be sacrificed to their witch.
Then we have no time to lose. Senjin must be freed.
War Chief, I sense a protective shield around the sorcerer. I believe these 3 fish creatures are helping maintain it.
Pathetic fools. You will not stop us from receiving what has been promised. Senjin!
I have a rather annoying question to ask. Why are the fish creatures or the murlocs that are maintaining that protective barrier outside of the protective barrier, are they unable to cast it from within? If the entire weakness of the shield is outside the shield, then what is the point of the shield? How does this magic actually function? Why are you outside the protective barrier when you could easily cast that barrier from within? To answer it as, oh, it is a gameplay mechanic so you can progress, that is dumbness. Why is there a stupid gameplay mechanic? There should be a smart gameplay mechanic. This is a strategy, an RTS, a real-time strategy. If it is a strategic game, where is the strategy? It is non-existent. Let us continue.
Don't despair. You'll soon be joining him.
Perhaps you and the witch can discuss it in the afterlife.
Illogical.
The vision told me you would lead my people off this island. You don't have much time, young one. Go.
But you and your people are coming with us.
It'd be too late. I'm already gone.
Those of you who wish to follow me will face many dangers. It will not be easy. But if you wish to join us, you are welcome.
Yeah, man. Pretty soon there'll be nothing left here anyway. We come with you.
Make peace with your gods, land dwellers. You cannot escape the currents of death so easily.
Where is that voice coming from?
I don't know, but we have no time to waste. This cave is about to collapse.
Land dwellers, you have slaughtered my minions and defiled my sanctuary. Now you will be drowned by the wrath of the tides.
You'll have no more sacrifices today, witch. Go back to the depths where you belong.
Very well. Your choice is made. The air you breathe now will be your last.
At last, we've reached our landing site.
War Chief, while you were gone, the nearby volcano erupted. This entire island has begun to sink.
The Murlocs alluded, or was it the trolls? Honestly, I do not remember, and quite frankly, I do not care. One of them alluded that the witch has the power to sink this island. Firstly, this witch, or rather, her race will be explained later, that in fact, and this is spoiler, so if you wish to avoid this, scroll a few minutes ahead. She is one of the ancient elves that were transformed into these serpentine creatures because of some stupid curse, who knows, we can cover it when the time comes. She is part of that race, obviously, and she has been transformed to that serpentine creature. But the question here is, why does she have the power to sink this island? How does she have that power? And does she have the power to sink this particular island only, or any island she desires? And if that is the case, why does she not swim to other islands and sink them? She could easily threaten the other continents by demonstrating her powers. Why does she not do so? Again, these questions are unanswered because these plot points are only introduced to add excitement and tension, and that is it. but it is illogical tension. When you actually analyze it, you will realize that there is no tension at all. She might not even be the one sinking that island, and it could have been an earthquake that seemingly timed itself with her threat. Who knows? But that is the problem. No one knows, because the laws of the world have not been established. Let us continue.
How long to repair the ships?
The repairs are nearly done, War Chief.
Then finish them quickly. We're about to have company. Defend the ships at all costs. Yes.
Hey, where'd the others go? They go with you? You got away off the island? This island be sinking quick. We come with you, man. We don't have much time.
Work complete. Yes. Your witch cannot protect you now. Yeah! Dabu is
Your efforts are futile, land dwellers. The darkness of the deeps is all that awaits you.
We're under attack! We still need more time to finish the repairs, War Chief.
I just remembered that even though the origin of that serpentine race is explored in the Frozen Throne expansion, they are still not explored properly. Are they amphibious? Are they able to breathe underwater and on land? This game suffers from this issue. They simply introduce races to reveal how expansive the world is, but it is rather redundant and pointless to reveal different races without explaining their background or explaining their purpose or explaining their ecosystem even. Let us continue.
Soon this land will be consumed by the tides. Prepare for the sea's cold embrace.
Hold the line, my warriors! Our freedom is at hand!
Yes, at last the end draws near. Your deaths are only the beginning. Soon all land dwellers will be entombed in a watery grave.
And the line she uttered returns me to my previous point. Is she capable of sinking every island? Or every landmass? Or is it that particular island? And why does she never proceed with that threat in the game, or later in the game, or even in World of Warcraft? She may have done that in World of Warcraft, I honestly do not know, but as far as I know, the large continental landmasses are still present. Why has she not proceeded with her threat? Is she incapable? Was she bluffing? We do not know. This is never explored further, unless it was and I am unaware. Let us continue.
Fire! Heed my call!
Sail on, land dwellers, flee! The dark tide is coming to swallow you all, and once it begins, there will be nowhere to hide.
I don't know exactly what the witch was talking about, but I do know that our destiny lies elsewhere. For now, we set sail for Kalimdor. That is where our future will unfold.
I do not know if the dark tide she spoke of refers to the return of the demons, or if it refers to the dark tide that will form because of the sinking landmass, or the return of her serpentine race. I do not know. It could be the return of the demons or the burning legion. And if that is the case, how does she know? How does that crow person, the prophet from the beginning of the game, know? What were the indicators of that return? Well, Thrall felt it through his, I do not know, shamanistic abilities, through his visions. Apparently, everyone in this game has visions. But what is the indicator that the invasion will begin? We do not know. Oh, he's an oracle or a prophet, so he must know. Hubbly bubbly magic. It is nonsensical. It does not respect your intelligence. Unless you do not have intelligence, that is a different story. But that marks the end of the prologue. This is where we will end. In the next video, inshallah, bi'idhnillah, and God willing, we will discuss the story of the human campaign, particularly Arthas, who is the main protagonist of the Warcraft story, and the villains, including Uther and Jaina Proudmoore, who are the antagonists of this story. I hope this video was helpful and beneficial to you all. Enjoy the rest of your day, everyone. Be safe, take care, and peace be upon you all. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.